Hello and welcome to the LGBTQ review, where sometimes we do stuff Pure,
I've not seen this.
which is like a comedy drama on Channel 4. It came out earlier this year. It was written by Rose Cartwright and Christy Swain, and it was originally a Guardian article which she wrote about her experience with OCD, and it follows a 20-something woman who has intrusive thoughts and thinks that running away to London is like how to get over that. Not a way to get over anything, apart from a fear of never moving to London, I suppose that would be. And she's played by Charlie Clive, who's really good, as is all of the supporting cast. They're all really good. It's just really good.
Why do you like it?
I like it for the things I have already discussed, but obviously, predictably, I like it because there's a really good lesbian character called Amber, and she's great, and she's just great, and I love her, and she's great.
Why is she a great character then?
She's like a suave lesbian until she gets a crush on someone, and then she's just completely useless, which is endearing and accurate. Well, not the suave. Just being useless is relatable. It's great. She's great. It's all great.
The assassination of Versace. So this is the second series from American True Crime. The first one was the OJ trial, which I liked, but I don't think it got as much critical praise as this one did.
I think it did.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is being shown on Netflix at the moment. It's really good. It's based on a book, which is based on the actual events of the assassination of Versace by what was the guy called?
Andrew Cunanan.
Yeah, and it's really, really good.
It is, I agree. Darren Criss plays Andrew Cunanan. He's great in it.
Yeah, it starts off with shooting, and then it kind of goes episode by episode, kind of breaks down different parts of the story of what happened, and like this manhunt and the search for Andrew, and yeah, it kind of goes back and forth because obviously Versace's assassination is at the start, but then he's like in it a lot anyway. Like it's not like that, and then he's out of it or anything. And it goes into his romantic life with his partner, who's played by Ricky Martin, who's great in this. I really enjoyed seeing him.
Could have done with a bit more Ricky Martin, I thought.
Do you think?
Yeah, I did. Bit of a waste. It's like aesthetically great. The writing is great. I think all of the episodes were good and necessary, which I don't often say about things.
Yeah.
There were no like filler ones.
Well, there was going to be 10 originally. I don't know what happened, why one got cut, but there's only 9 now. But yeah, as you said, there's like amazingly paced. Stephen King commented on it and said it was like a masterclass in how to do episodic TV.
Pose. It showed on the BBC here, and I only recently watched it. I think season 2 is coming out really soon, or possibly has just come out. Season 1 is on BBC iPlayer, and it's so good. So it's an American drama series set between 1987 and 1988. It looks at the juxtaposition of several segments of life and society in New York: the African American and Latino ball culture world, the downtown social and literary scene, and the rise of the yuppie. It follows Blanca, who is an HIV positive trans woman. She's the mother of the House of Abundance. It's so good. And the whole way through, you're waiting for something horrific to happen because we've seen a lot of these stories because we do this. Like, spoiler alert, nothing horrific happens. And it's just like really good. There are bisexual characters, there are loads of trans characters that are all played by trans actors, which shouldn't be something that we have to praise, but the world's on fire, so. And yeah, HIV positive characters. And there's dancing, and there's singing, and there's costumes, and there's like a heist from a museum. That's all in the first episode. There are bisexuals. Did I say that already?
You did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
I won't keep banging on about the bisexuals thing. So Ryan Murphy gave all of his profits from Pose to a number of non-profit organisations, such as Sylvia Riviera Law Project and the Transgender Legal Defence and Education Fund. Next.
it's something I've just finished watching. It's the new series of Star Trek, Discovery on Netflix. Although there's like always been some really like forward-thinking inclusion in Star Trek, they've never really had openly gay characters. And in this show, there are like several openly gay characters. The two that have the most screen time anyway are Koba and Stammen. There was a bit in the beginning of this second series where they did like the classic thing of like, spoiler alert, one of them dies.
I know about that.
Yes. But in the second series, I don't know if it was planned or if it was just like, they were like, oh, why do we do this? We didn't need to do this. But because it's like sci-fi and everything, they've like undone it to a certain degree. And now it's rocky and now they're back on track. But yeah, very good. Just like completely open and out there within this like franchise. Gene Roddenberry really didn't want interpersonal relationships within Star Trek. He wanted it to be far more about like a utopian future. But in this one, there's far more like character relationships, and the drama is through that rather than external, which is also how the second half of like Star Trek Next Generation like evolved.
I would like to recommend Crashing, which is a drama comedy from Channel 4 that came out in 2016 but is available to watch on all 4 and is written by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. It's about 7 friends who are property guardians in a disused hospital in London, and they're like relationships and that. It's not overtly queer from the offset, but there is a beautiful relationship that blossoms between Adam. So his character is like super heterosexual, like in quite a camp way. You know, lads. His dad has just died, so he's also like very vulnerable. And then he just has this beautiful relationship blossoms with Fred, and it's like really nice and completely unexpected. And also the series is very funny, and it has some interesting things to say about like friendship and relationships and general happiness, which I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge's writing deals with really well, like across the board.
Killing Eve, we both recommend it. Done. It's great.
Sandra Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, just
good.
Yeah, I definitely knew her from Grey's Anatomy. I don't think I've seen her in...
Under the Tuscan Sky.
I've not seen that.
That might not be what it's called. There is a film where a woman has to get away from her life, or like breaks up with somebody and moves to Italy, I guess. And then her best friend is a lesbian and she's pregnant, and it's Sandra Oh. She looks exactly the same, even though it must have been made in the 80s or 90s. Yeah. It was a good film.
My question was going to be about Grey's Anatomy. How long was she in it for? Because you've watched...
In ages.
Oh, okay.
Like 11 seasons?
So she wasn't like George or someone who was just like in
No.
some of it. Killing Eve.
Jodie Comer. Bit weird to cast her as a Russian. Like, she's really, really good, but just an odd choice.
I really liked her, and then there's kind of a point halfway through this series, and I don't know if her accent just gets a bit worse, or if it was always like not great.
No, I think it's good.
Do you think it's really
I think
good?
it's good. I just think it's a weird choice.
Yeah.
Excited for season 2?
Yeah, so it's a BBC production, but BBC America, so it's...
So they keep getting it first, like
Yeah.
the
Gentleman
Diaries
Jack?
of... That's it, Gentleman Jack. The Diaries of Anne Lister.
So I think it's May we have to wait.
They've been whacking those out there, haven't they? Because I watched that at university. So it hasn't been a year, and there's another season.
Yeah, and they've renewed it for a third one as well.
And she's not written this one, but it's supposed to be as good. Reviews are in.
Not from us, we've not seen it, but...
No.
So yeah, they are trying to find a Russian assassin.
She's a psychopath.
That's important.
Yeah. Yeah, which I think they did really well.
Yeah, she had a really good menacing unpredictability and like chaotic nature about her. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, very good. But why do I want them to have sex? Because
good question.
But you know, I'm not the only one.
No.
So
I was reading
it's
about
weird.
it. Yeah, and they're talking about how it handles that relationship really well, and it's not like queer baiting, but it just doesn't speak about it. And also that it's like a typically male dominant genre, and this like isn't. So
that's been our recommendations. If you've got any recommendations, leave them in the comments below. We've been James and Beth. You can follow us on Twitter at LGBTQ_review, and you can hit the like button if you like this, and subscribe if you want.